subscribe.
All right, well, join me here at the 2023 Nissan Ariya. After many years of delays, it is finally here and available in the US. So let's take a closer look at it and see how it stacks up to some of the competition around the compact SUV EV world. All right, well, this is the Nissan Ariya, and this was announced all the way back in 2020, and production was supposed to start in 2021, but ended up getting pushed back to this year, and they're finally starting to deliver these in the US now. So a lot has changed in the 3 years that it took for this to get out. A lot of other very practical, affordable, compact SUV, crossover kind of style, full electric cars now. And this is Nissan's first. It's kind of interesting because, go for it. Because Nissan had such a big lead here. As you can see, looking back here at the Leaf, which is now almost a dozen years old. So it's kind of shocking that it took Nissan this long to get really their second EV out there. So this is going to be starting at $44,000, $485, which on paper seems pretty compelling, but when you start to get into the details, it turns out that that is the base model that really is barely going to be even moving here in the US. This car is also not eligible for any of the federal tax credit. And so when you start to kind of compare it to some of the other competitors here, pricing is not super awesome. So in the base model, you'll have a front-wheel drive only. It is a 63 kilowatt hour battery, which is fairly small. One of the interesting things about this car is that there are a tremendous number of trim levels for this. So you've got the Engage, Venture, Evolve, Empower, Premier, Engage, Platinum, and then there are multiple sub-variants on each of those. So the most upscale one is called the Platinum Plus E-Force all-wheel drive, and that costs $60,190. So the long-range variants will give you an 87 kilowatt hour battery pack, and that will deliver up to 304 miles of range. That'll also give 389 horsepower, 442 pound-feet of torque. So, not bad performance for it, but it doesn't stack up. For that much money, it's not really stacking up against some of the more performance-oriented EV SUVs out there. We've got these Aero-style wheels, which definitely help extend the range. And let's take a look in the trunk here. If I can find it. This soft button. Alright, yeah, and there's your trunk space. So, not massive, honestly. It feels a little bit smaller than the ID4 even in the Subaru. Alright, so we've got a little bit of understorage here, not a whole lot, but kind of typical for some of the competitors here. Oops. It's back on. A little bit of side storage here as well. Power open and close liftgate. And very kind of plasticky feeling bumpers here. I'm not sure how well those would hold up. Alright, so let's take a look in the driver's seat here. And Top Chef must have been filming here because that's Saratoga water. Oh, I don't know what's happening back here. It's snowing. Snowing here in the Nissan tent. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a minute. But, see here in the driver's seat, we've got power adjustable seats, no footrest or anything there. And here, the driver's seat, we have a nice big screen here in front of the wheel. This is one of the bigger ones that I've seen. And, oh, look at that. We've even got a full digital rearview mirror here, which is not flickering in real life, but quality is probably about what you see here. Not super high def. And let's see, you can switch it. So you can turn it off. Oops. Menu. Right, looks like that's not, oh, not a button? There you go. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay, so you can control that a little bit. but it doesn't look like you can use other cameras here. All right, and then you've got all of these kind of capacitive touch buttons here on the wood grain dashboard. So the power button, which I still don't get why any EV maker would be including power button, but got it there. You've got a power button, which is physical, and then all of these are just capacitive buttons. So for the climate control, defroster, okay, but they're sort of haptic. Like it does feel like you're actually pushing something. Okay, that's kind of cool. It kind of feels like the old iPhone where just was like a motor that would activate that makes it feel like you're pushing a button. All right, and so you've got that for climate controls, and then down here on the center console, your gear selector knob, which kind of feels like a computer mouse. And then yeah, you've got your E-step for regenerative braking, and then different drive modes. And it looks like you can open and close the... Oh, okay, that's for the little glove box here. Power one. Oh, you have to push and hold it. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay, so you get a little tray there that kind of pops up. Interesting. And then you still have a regular glove box as well, so a lot of storage space there. An interesting use kind of the front dashboard area here. All right, there's your pedals, and you can see a lot of extra space here. Very open space between the driver and the passenger here. There's nothing in the footwell, so it kind of looks like you could almost fit like a third person up here, like an old station wagon. And then you've got a USB-C port here, and then USB-A, which again I don't understand why anyone be including that in the year 2023, but you've got it. 12 volt there, and then what does this do? I don't know what that does. All right, you got your cup holders here, which are pretty small. You can close up on them. Oh, look, you got this armrest is powered, so you can move it up and back. You've got your wireless charging pad here, and a little bit extra space. And then on the door here, got very piano black buttons for all the windows and other controls here. And then, yeah, a lot of very interesting combination kind of wood grain all across here, and then like piano black on the doors and the buttons and everything, which is a weird choice. Again, kind of feels like a lot of these choices, like the piano black especially, feels like something that would have made sense when this was being designed in 2019 and 2020, but doesn't hold up so well now. I do like this screen up here in front of the driver. It's very vibrant, and you got a lot of information on here. Let's see if we can navigate through it at all. No, sometimes these... Oh, yeah, okay. You get Sirius. You can see your media controls. That one looks like it's probably for like driver assist. All right, and you can see here that at 92% charge, we have 324 miles of range. And here's our driving power and stuff. All right, and you got your navigation and media here. Looks like this is mocked up because we're definitely not in Cayuga Valley National Park in Ohio. Okay, I mean, it is actually working. All right, car's just confused on GPS. All right, so that's pretty responsive. Okay, you can swipe it over and everything. Here's your charging. Let's see if we put in... So this will have CarPlay and Android Auto support. Looks like the maps are powered by Google, kind of an interesting display. So let's see if we navigate to... Still... Let's see how it handles navigation. Okay.
Keep right after 2 miles onto Ohio 8 North toward Northfield.
All right.
This route includes toll roads.
Okay, so it looks like it's looking for charging stops. I'm not seeing any added yet. Let's give it another minute. Oh, I just did something. So it's very easy to lean on the buttons here when you're driving. Okay, so still looks like it's thinking about charging. Gas station. Okay. I mean, come on, Nissan. Why would you include this? So it's just one of the disadvantages of a traditional car manufacturer going EV that hasn't quite figured some of this stuff out. All right, well, we still don't have charging stations. All right, well, I'm going to give that another minute while I look around in the back here. So back here, decent amount of space. Does not compare all that well to the Hyundai, honestly. So I've got my legs here in pretty comfortable driving position.
Keep right after 2 miles.
I do have quite a bit of headroom here thanks to the sunroof. The sunroof's pretty nice. I don't really love this don't really love this bar that goes here over the head, but at least it goes back into the back seat. That opens it up, so I've got good headroom. And then it looks like, not a whole lot of legroom back here. I'll go check that out in a second, but not fantastic. And then the wood paneling kind of extends back here, and you can see how much space is back there. All right, so it looks like it's added charging now. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, display is pretty good. It's like pretty responsive. And let's just see. Okay, so it says quick charging, 3 plugs. See, this is the problem, that doesn't tell me anything useful about the charging station itself. So like, I have no idea if that's actually fast. Doesn't tell me anything about kilowatts. Doesn't tell me what network operator it is. Here's another one. Buffalo. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, like these. And it says subscription needed, but it doesn't tell you what it is. All right, so not loving this charging stuff on the navigation here. Syracuse 2 plugs. So like, I can tell that this is going to be a slow charging one. It doesn't tell me how long I need to stop there, or how much I need to charge, anything like that. So that could definitely be improved. All right, and now let's just see. We've got camera here, so that's pretty nice. Not most high quality in the universe, but definitely usable. So you can see what's in front of me to make sure I'm not crashing into anything. And then we've got a nice 360-degree view here as well. And yeah, all right, not bad. So that's the inside of the Nissan Ariya. All right, and just taking a look here. So that was with the seat in a pretty comfortable driving position for me at 6'1", and just take a look at how much room we have in the back. All right, and okay, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, so decent amount of space here. I've got almost a hand's length of knee room here. Headroom is not bad. It's a little tight up here, but I've got maybe 3-4 inches up here. Not bad. It'd be nice if the sunroof extended like another 2 feet to go over my head, but at least it's kind of in my line of sight here. It makes it feel a little bit more open in here. Nice center armrest here, and yeah, not bad at all. So, okay, weird choice here. 1 USB-C, 1 USB-A, but heated seats. Yeah, so overall I'd say, like, I think this car maybe shows its age. Like, for a brand new car, it's weird. It shows its age a little bit, that it was designed in 2020. So like some of the stuff like USB-A, some of the lack of features in terms of like what you would expect of an EV now with the routing and everything are definitely missing here. So, interesting move by Nissan, but kind of surprised it took them this long to get here, and I think probably their next move is going to be a little bit more interesting. All right, so I guess here where the snow was going before, they're showing off their E4 or all-wheel drive.
No, we don't do that.
It sounds like the snow's about to go again. So this is Nissan's four-wheel drive technology that is going to be powering the Ariya. Here comes the snow. All right, so while we're looking at the Ariya here, just a couple of charging stats. So, okay, so this is capable of DC fast charging up to 130 kilowatts. So it'll take you from 10 to 80% in 40 minutes, which is pretty slow for a car in 2023. It's got a 7.2 kilowatt onboard AC charger for at-home charging. The problem though is the max is 30 amps, and a lot of other cars right now are 48 amps. Some are even coming out as 60 or even 80. When you look at some of like the next generation platforms. So a little bit slow, but for home charging, it probably doesn't make a huge difference. It's that 130 kilowatt charging for DC fast charging that is going to make this not the best road tripper out there. And so looking at the interior here, we have 22.8 cubic feet of space behind the rear seats. Didn't want to open. And then with the seats down, we have 59.7 inches of cubic feet of space with the seats down. So this is pretty comparable to the Ioniq 5, which is not bad. So the on-screen navigation, everything is pretty basic in here. They definitely want you to use CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a little bit reassuring, actually. Like, it's nice that Nissan knows that that's what you're going to use anyway, and they're going to continue supporting it, unlike Chevy, who decided to just nix CarPlay in their upcoming cars. So this lacks one-pedal driving, which is odd because the Leaf had it even 12 years ago. And it does have regenerative braking, just not true one-pedal driving, which I think is also a mistake because a lot of people would be very interested in that in 2023. And if you're interested in getting one, you need to go through a Nissan dealership. There's no way to order this just directly online. All right, well, that is the Nissan Ariya. I sat in one upstairs, but I have never driven one.
Okay. So this one right here is the premier trim level. So this one's going to be like fully loaded.
Okay.
Front wheel drive.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So 0 to 60 on the front wheel drive is about 7.2.
Okay.
All wheel drive is going to be about 4.8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a difference then. Okay. Yeah.
Quite a difference there. And then the horsepower, there's a significant jump too.
Okay.
So horsepower on the front wheel drive is 238.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the all-wheel drive is 389.
Okay.
And then torque, it's double, 221 in here and 442 on all-wheel drive.
Wow. Okay.
And then range is up to about 304. And then MSRP for base is about 43,000, goes all the way to about 60.
Okay. And is the range different between the all-wheel drive and the and just front? Okay.
So front-wheel drive, your highest, you can get about 304, and then all-wheel drive, the highest, you can get about 280.
Okay, sure. And are all of those different trim levels currently available?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Just because the front-wheel drive was the one that was delivered first, so all-wheel drive is starting to get delivered nationwide.
Gotcha.
So there's our little slalom.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We have some cool features like the intelligent rearview mirror right here.
Okay.
So if you have like things obstructing your view, you can just flip this on. And there's that panoramic moonroof, as you can see. Yep. Adjustable armrest too.
Okay, yeah, saw that.
Snazzy.
Powered. Yep.
And then, like, let's say you're charging your vehicle, so we don't have like certain apps where you can watch things.
Sure.
But you could place like a tablet right here, and then you can watch
so like a little desk. Yeah. Oh, very cool. And then, is there a phone charger, like wireless charger?
Wireless charging is.
Oh, inside there. Gotcha. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep. And then once you throw it on, that light will turn on to indicate that it's working.
Yeah. I like the little.
Look at all that legroom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I feel like I could drive.
There is an accessory where you can have like kind of like a little box right here.
Okay.
Too.
Gotcha. For even more storage.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Well, with that, hope you enjoyed this look inside of the Nissan Ariya. And if you did, please do like and subscribe. We've got a lot more content here coming from the New York Auto Show. You don't want to miss any of it. With that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you out there on the road.